I have high hopes for Season 3 of Star vs. the Force of Evil, mostly because if it turns out really good, I'll be able to feel like less of a chump for liking the show as much as I do. That's not to say the show doesn't have any positives. In fact, there's a lot of good things about the show. But there's also a lot of bad things. Really, really bad things. Specifically, I'd like to talk about the flaws in the romantic plot of the show, and get into why it bothers me so much. And no, this isn't about shipping. Why can't the fans of the show stop talking about shipping? Now, I don't hate that the romance exists. In fact, I'd say that this show does a pretty good job interweaving the consequences of the romance into the main narrative. No, what bothers me about it is how utterly backwards it is. And what I mean by that is that they've taken the roles for a standard, logical romantic subplot and reversed them, so now the whole thing doesn't really make sense anymore. Let's take a look at the principal characters of this romance. Star and Marco. Also Jackie, but we'll get into her later. Star Butterfly is a magical princess from another dimension. She's adventurous, energetic, and plays by her own rules. She's under a lot of pressure because she's slated to become the next queen of Muni, and over time she's become disillusioned with her morally questionable family history. There's a surprising amount of depth to her seemingly simplistic character, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with her moving on. And then you have Marco. He's a regular guy. He goes to high school. Oh, and he knows karate. Seems like he didn't really do much until Star showed up. In fact, you could say that Star is pretty much the only interesting thing in his life. And that about sums it up for Marco. So, the main conceit of this romance is that Marco isn't really interested in Star, but Star really likes Marco. Huh. First of all, why isn't Marco interested in Star? Marco was just an ordinary schlub until Star showed up and thrust him into a life of excitement and adventure. It would be perfectly natural under these circumstances for Marco to start having feelings for Star, and it would make perfect sense for Star to not really reciprocate these feelings at first. After all, she already leads such an exciting life. Marco would probably seem kind of boring to her, which would lead the romantic narrative to focus on Marco trying to get Star's attention. But that's not the story they wrote. Instead, Star is interested in Marco, Marco is interested in Jackie, and Jackie is also interested in Marco. Why is everyone interested in Marco? Why is anyone interested in Marco? Well, Jackie does have a reason for being interested in Marco, a reason she helpfully states directly to Marco and the audience, but more importantly, what reason does Star have for being interested in Marco? Which of Marco's defining character traits is Star attracted to? Star is in love with Marco because Marco is the other main character. Great writing, guys. 10 out of 10. But if you just flip it around, it all makes sense. Jackie likes Marco for her one reason. Marco likes Star because she's an interesting character, and Star isn't interested in Marco because he is not an interesting character. Then Marco endeavors to become an interesting character in order to impress Star, which gives him a relatable goal, and bam, suddenly he has a character arc. So then Star could warm to Marco over time as opposed to inexplicably being in love with him, and everything falls into place for the story they're trying to tell. But now Marco has had a character arc, and the romance has a logical through line. But they didn't do that. They did it the other way. And now it's too late. Which is why I'm really looking forward to Season 3. Because, if nothing else, the writers have shown that they're willing to take a scalpel to their show and surgically remove things that don't work. Please do something about this romance. It's far from the show's only problem, but it would be a huge step in the right direction. Because this is it. This is the show's chance to pull itself up from the muds of mediocrity and ascend to the glorious heights of pretty okay. I mean, we're not just gonna return to the status quo after this arc, are we? Come on, you've done everything you can with this setting. We gotta move on now, right? I don't know. Maybe they'll surprise me. Honestly, though, thank God they got rid of these characters. I don't care if they make minor appearances later. As far as I'm concerned, these characters died in episode 6. Alfonso got eaten alive by fairies, and Ferguson got hit by a bus on the way home.